What's up, my construction entrepreneurs? Just chilling. Hey, so one of the questions I get is, how do I get into public works? Seems like everyone wants a little piece of the public works game, but this bad boy is a beast, just like any other sector of contractor work. Uh, I would say the biggest difference with public works is that you are it's pay when paid instead of when I'm done I get paid. Let me break that down for you. So if you're looking to get into public works, you want to definitely have at least, you know, uh, depending on what size of jobs that you're getting in. If it's going to be under 100,000, now at least have at least 100,000 lined up for yourself. Over that, you want to definitely jump into 2, 3, 500,000 range cash flow coming in. You don't have to have all of it in the bank, but you want to have definitely coming in. And the reason why is that because we're supposed to get paid in 45 days. We bill every 30 days, but we don't get paid at times. We're 60, 90 to 120 days out getting paid, depending on who the customer is and how they pay. Most pay late, not on time, because there's other factors that go into getting paid. I work mainly as a subcontractor. So the work that I do is for GCs, and the GCs are working with the client. And anytime you have a scenario like that, even though you have a contract with the GC, mind you, the GC will tie you to their contract. They'll send you a contract. Homeowners, you send them a contract. In public works, the GC send you a contract, you sign it. It doesn't matter. You're still tied and bond by what the GC contract is to the client, right? So even though the GC sends you a contract, in that contract it says that you're bond contractually to whatever agreement they have with the owner. So most of those jobs are pay when paid. So once they get paid, they pay you. It's a lot of risk on the GC side, a lot of reward as well. We don't have a lot of risk when it comes to contract and signing contract as a subcontractor, because we can actually pull out before we sign the contract. We're only tied in once we sign the contract, and you're especially signed in once you do a project bond to those jobs. Nowadays, most public works projects require you to be bondable. Now, this bond is not your contractor's bond. Okay, not the $25,000 bond that the contractor's license board requires you to get. That bond is actually insurance on you that the board is forcing us to get. So that's in case you don't meet your obligation as a contractor. Okay, that's what that's about. But you get a project bond. Okay, once you get a project bond, that ties you into that project, and that ties you into that project financially, and that's a personal guarantee as well. There's no way out of that. Um, and everything is relied on specification, and you can't just use whatever material that's not approved. You have to use a material that's approved, and that's what you install, and you send in specs for that project. So getting on to doing a project of public works status, you simply find out where you can bid on public works projects at. I choose the Dodge Report. Some people choose Construct Connect. Some people choose the Blue Book. There's other areas there's other websites out there that, but you got to be careful with signing up with the right website. And the reason why I say that is because the ones like the Blue Book, I can't think of these other ones. A lot of times the general contractor takes that job and puts that job on those websites looking for subcontractors, right? So once you see that, or once you're signed up with that website, the problem is that you don't know the other GCs that potentially are bidding on that project, because you only see the job from the one GC. And when you're bidding on public works projects, you want to make sure that you turn in a bid to every possible GC that's bidding on that job, because you want your number to count. Now, unless that GC, there's a lot of GCs out here that you want to tie into that have their own work. Okay, they're not in the market to hard bid in the hard bid market. They don't do that. They actually get their jobs themselves, and it's only them, and they hire the subs. And in one of my upcoming classes, we're going to talk about those GCs, list those GCs, so you can go after them and you can start bidding with them. Okay, and it's very easy to get on the bidders list. Now, getting a job is a totally different thing. And I think one of the biggest fears that contractors have with, once they find out how to get into a public works job, is actually, am I estimating the job properly? Am I accounting for everything on this job? And that's another thing we're going to talk about in the upcoming classes. What I need you guys to do, if you guys want to get into this, hey, go to my website and let me know. I got a few classes on there. Let me know you're interested in it, or respond in the comments. Let me know what kind of classes you want to look forward to, what kind of classes you want. Okay, and we'll see if we can produce those classes. But public works, it's not always the game. You can make decent money doing residential work, doing commercial work, non-prevailing work, commercial work. So it all depends on what you want to get into. My construction entrepreneurs, I'm going to leave you with that. Hustle hard, then hustle harder. Catch you on the next one.